Welcome back, everyone, to Crossplay, our video game podcast here at the Whatnauts. It is Saturday, February 5, 2022. We are recording this live at 5:13 p.m. Eastern Time, which is my time, the best time. This is episode 106. Coming up on today's show, PlayStation is fighting back. You guys all understand what I'm talking about in just a moment. New York Times is trying to join the fight. You'll understand what I'm talking about in a moment there. And Ignacio is caught in the crossfire, and you'll understand what I'm talking about in just a moment.
Or will
but
you?
My name is Gino Viteri, and I'm joined by Alan Busby. What's up, Alan? How you doing?
Hello. We're alive and alive, as you say.
Let me see where I'm at. Next to. Okay,
Trademark.
Alan. I'm looking down at Alan like this, right? Am I doing that?
I'm like looking
Wrong
up
way,
at
that
you
way.
or
Yeah,
something.
there you go. Yeah.
I did it over here like this.
Down that way. Yeah.
All right,
Hello,
and then,
Gino.
And then Kyle, I'm looking at like that, right? What's up, Kyle Springer from the Whatnauts? How you doing, Kyle? How we doing?
I'm good. I am good.
So first, a big elephant in the room right now. There's a big elephant in the room. Where were Alan and Gino last episode? Right?
Dude, I was seriously worried about your guys' health for a little while there.
Episode 105, correct? So let me explain my part. I was talking to Kyle earlier about 10 minutes ago before we started recording here. And I said around 6 p.m. my time, which is an hour after recording, an hour after we start recording, I was like, I feel a little weird. Something's a little off. I feel like I'm in a simulation right now. I feel like I'm dreaming. Something's weird. I'm forgetting something. There's something going on around here. While I was eating some Korean fried chicken, just so you know. So it was either that I was in euphoria from that, or I was, it was actually really weird. But so I'm here thinking like, man, what's happening? And then I go to Twitter, just to try to like get my mind clear or whatever. And then I see Ignacio retweet a post from the Whatnauts, and he's like, well, we're going live since the two bozos forgot to show up. And I'm like, the two bozos, holy shit, I'm one of those bozos, dude. And then I went to the freaking Discord, and I'm like, oh my God, guys. It's like 6:30 at this point, an hour and a half after we're supposed to be recording.
I'm almost done recording.
I completely forgot that we had to record a podcast, dude. I was for like the rest of the night, I was like, man, dude, what's wrong with me right now? I'm like so shook. Oh man, that's crazy.
God, the host of the damn podcast. There's a podcast.
I can't. That's why I was like, oh my God, dude. I was so like, I freaked out for a little bit, dude. I was like,
I didn't forget about the podcast entirely. I got the time mixed up because we always record at 6 or 5 p.m. depending on daylight savings because Ignacio's schedule. So I was doing an Uncharted race with a friend, Hype for Games. So we're racing, and it's the whole thing of like, oh yeah, I've got to kind of wrap this up by like about 5 o'clock because I got the podcast at 6. We get done with the first part of the race, and then I tell Amy like, hey, we need to eat. We should go get food. She's like, do you have time? And I was like, yeah, the podcast is at like 6. Sometimes it's a little after 6. Like, we got time to go get food. So we went and got food, and then as I came back, I finally looked at my phone because I don't really look at my phone during the weekend. Yeah. So when we got back home from getting food, I look at my phone. She's like, are you sure you got time? I'm like, yeah. Look at my phone. It's Ignacio going, so like, is anyone going to show up for the episode? And I'm like, and I replied very casually to Ignacio, like, well, it's at 6. We're fine. He goes, no, it's at 5, remember?
What's funny about the conversation here, Alan, is that you're like, what? Isn't it at 6:39? I feel like that's a typo, but that was such a specific time.
I mistyped and I put 6:39 instead of 6:30. Like, yeah, we started at 6:39 on the dot.
Like, who starts at 6:39?
Specific time. I feel like we should though. We should start at like 5:03 all the time now.
I don't know. At one point, my dentist scheduled an appointment, and I was like, "What time is it?" And they're like, "Oh, your appointment's at 5:42." Like, okay.
Weird. All right.
Yeah, it's strange. I'm like, why don't we go in increments of 5 or something? Like, why is it at 42?
Oh man.
So then, here's what happened on my end, right?
Yeah. Okay. So let's hear.
I used to be the one to host the show all the time. Now I'll fill in when Gino doesn't show up. I used to be the one to fill out all the notes on our doc, all that stuff. I've since moved that responsibility onto Ignacio and Gino, and they do like a tag team thing. But I still like check in just to see like, all right, did they fill it out yet? No? All right, cool.
Yeah.
Now? Yeah, no? All right. So it gets to be like 30 minutes before we're supposed to record, and they still haven't filled out the doc. And I'm just like, interesting. I'm going to wait, but I'm going to keep an eye on this a little closer. And then it's like 15 minutes before we're supposed to record. And I was like in the Discord.
Yeah.
Like, did we reschedule? And like, no one told me? Did I miss something here? And Ignacio was just like, no, I guess just no one filled out the doc. And I was like, dude, that's like you're supposed to be the one to fill out the doc. And he was just like, all right, like, let's start now. So we do, and it's like 5:30. We're just getting done with the doc. We're supposed to start recording half an hour ago. It didn't work. And God, it was just like we finally figured things out and was like, all right, let's just start without them. We have to start. And that's when Alan was like, I thought we were supposed to be at like 6:39.
6:39. I also like how the episode me and Gino both come back because we both remembered this time. Ignacio's conveniently gone.
Yeah, he's traveling.
He's so mad. He's so mad that he left.
Jim Tasty is in the chat and says, I'm here for my $1. So thanks,
that's what
Jim.
I did, guys.
Thank
so
you.
when I
Venmo it to him.
I retweeted our going live tweet, I promised $1 to everyone that came to say hi to me, but he didn't come to say hi to me specifically.
He's
and
just
you see
here for
my
$1.
tweet here. My tweet here, it's a very specific instruction. My tweet here that says, because you got to bribe people, you know what I mean? I says, if you come say hi to me only, I'll give you $1. And you see, he came to claim his $1 first before saying hi to me, so I'm sorry. That's already business off,
all
dude.
Caps. Hi, Gino.
It's like off, dude.
It reminds me of that thing where it's like, yeah, if you come to our store and buy this sample, you can get like this free promotional thing, and you show up and you go, all right, I'm here for my promotional thing. Like, you gotta buy something first. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah, sure. Like that's Jim. He's like, hey, my $1. Well, you didn't fulfill the conditions. Oh, hi, Gino. Here.
Crazy people coming in for that, demanding their money. That's wild, dude. It's not like I did an offer or something, you know what I mean?
Gino, anyway. that's $1 though. Like, I don't even think that's enough for a pack of gum. Like, you're kind of cheating people out. You got to include tax.
$1? What can you get with $1, guys? You can go to a vending machine and get a little thing, right?
No.
With $1? Put $1 in? Oh, you gotta put in like $1.25.
Dude, the vending machine at my work, the cheapest thing's like a bag of Doritos, and it's like $1.10. Like, you can't do anything with $1 anymore.
Dude. Well, that's 10 cents. That's so stupid, dude.
Exactly. It's one of those things where you swipe your card, so it does it for you. You don't have to put in fucking money.
All right. So anyway, that is that's Alan, that's Kyle, I'm Gino. Ignacio is not here because he forgot somehow. I don't know how he does it. Just the next week, he just forgets automatically.
He's on summer vacation right now.
So
is he?
He's traveling. Yeah.
Beautiful.
So you guys want to bet on it? Are we all here next Saturday, or does someone miss again?
I'm wondering, dude. Hold on. What's next Saturday? The 12th?
Never
okay.
know.
Pretty normal. Should be pretty normal.
It's Valentine's Day weekend, kind of.
It's Amy's birthday.
There you go. Sifu is out. We'll be playing that. Right?
I thought Sifu. No, Sifu comes out tomorrow.
Technically tomorrow, yeah. If you pre-order it on PlayStation, it comes out tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh damn. Okay.
That's what I did. So
probably should have bought. And there's a promotion. You can actually get Sifu for money off if you have PlayStation Plus.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, cool.
Jim Tasty in the chat says you get 200 V-Bucks for one emote in Fortnite for $1.
Wow.
I don't know you could do that, but that's pretty incredible.
That's
anyway, guys, should we move on to? We've already spoken. We could move on to what we've been playing, right? I'm a little off since I missed an episode.
That's fine. You missed last week.
Okay, all right. Let's go into what we've been playing, my dudes. All right. So let me see here. So Kyle, so you, I saw this is new or is this updated? Is not updated? You've been playing Halo 5 and Pokemon Arceus?
Yeah, mine's updated too.
Okay. So I believe we've all been playing Pokemon Arceus, right?
Yep. Yeah, I've also been playing it.
Any new thoughts on it, Kyle, from last week?
I've rolled credits. I've beaten it.
Already?
Oh yeah. I put about 25 hours in to do all of that to just roll the main credits. There is another mission that starts after, but I haven't really started that one, and from what I hear, it's not like a true like end game thing. There's there's one more Pokemon to catch.
I'm gonna be honest with you, Kyle. I'm in the third area of the game still, just kind of doing my own thing, and I have no idea what's happening. I skip every piece of dialogue that comes my way.
Damn, bro. Okay.
It's not hard to understand. Like if you understood if you paid attention in the first like 3 hours, you'll understand the game basically.
I haven't cared about a Pokemon story since Black and White and Black and White 2. Like, other than that, Pokemon stories they're such throwaway things.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
It's just that space-time rift has like lightning struck certain Pokemon, and now they're being all crazy, and you have to go stop them from being crazy, and that's it.
Yeah, pretty simple. So I've actually I was on the fence about getting this game. I wasn't sure if like I was really interested in it. And then the typical gamer FOMO, as always, So I hopped on it and I was like, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, I love this game. It's actually like up until now, I don't know about, we're thinking about the rest of the year. It's only freaking January. Well, now it's February. But this is like probably gonna be one of my top 10 games of the year already, dude. Like, I actually, like, genuinely, I'm not one of those that really gets into Pokemon. I don't really care for any of those, like, I'm not a Pokemon fan or anything like that. Like, I like Pokemon, I've watched the anime and stuff like that. But I'm not a Pokemon person, I played Sword and Shield, technically probably the first one I ever played. Dropped it. I think I finished it, and then I just got over it. But this one, I like freaking just dug myself into it, dude. I like, for some reason, just like the idea, like, this is such a cool Pokemon game for someone that never really played the other ones. Because, like, I genuinely feel like a Pokemon trainer, dude. Like, I'm throwing my Pokemon out and running to the other Pokemon, talking shit to that one. I'm running to the other trainer, because you can run around the battlefield now, right? So I'm running to the other trainer, telling them you're going to get your ass beat, dude. And then this freaking Pokemon, I'm trying to block. I'm getting in front of that Pokemon to block the move, which I wish you could, which would be so cool. Like, if you could actually block the move.
Kick them.
Or kick them or something, dude.
Pokemon.
What I like that actually, there's that little interaction is where you do get pushed by their moves. So, like, I've, like, ran through one, didn't know they were attacking. Like I freaking just got launched across, dude, and it was so freaking cool, man.
I'm standing in front of Cleaver, who's got access for hands, and he does his swipe attack through my body, and I just fall down.
Oh god, it's just
when I clearly should be dead.
It's so fun being able to do stuff like that, and then like freaking clocking Pokemon in the back of the head, dude, with a Pokeball, like, and then they you can catch them and stuff like that. Just that kind of that feeling of actually being like, a Pokemon trainer or whatever, rather than you're walking through grass and then a Pokemon pops up and then you start fighting. Like, it's so much more engaging now, I think. And I've really, I mean, the story's just whatever. I'm not here playing for the story or whatever.
No.
I don't really care. I'm just trying to freaking catch all the Pokemon. And I'm the type of person, like, I don't care about like catching shinies or anything like that. I just want something cool. I just want some cool Pokemons. I like Espeon, I didn't know, I don't know which ones are new to this game. I think Cleaver is a new one in this game, apparently, right?
Yeah, there's really the only new Pokemon are Suian forms of older Pokemon, like all of the final evolutions of starters. Cleavor, the boss of the second area. As far as I know, there are no brand spanking new original Pokemon, like from start to finish.
I see. Okay, so but yeah, so I've been loving it, dude. I really have been enjoying this game. It's so fun. I'm almost at the end. I have to go to the last area, and then I guess that's when you roll credits when you finish all of that. So I'm gonna do that, and then I'm just gonna keep playing, try to catch some Pokemon, and hopefully they add eventually at some point. Because in the website, I think for when this game was when they were promoting or whatever, it does say online multiplayer. So I feel like if that just means the trading, then okay. But I feel like at some point they should add like dueling and stuff like that. I don't know, like competing and stuff, which I think would be really cool. I would want to get that eventually. But yeah, it's definitely a surprise to me because when they first showed it, it didn't look like really like it looked bad. It looked bad to me. Didn't look that good.
To be honest, like as much as both you and I love this game, there's a lot that is just like, they have so much room to grow and actually do things better that it's just like, there's some things that are just like, how could you make such a rookie mistake? Like, why is this so bad? But it's still just like the core concept of this is just so much fun that I'm still just like, I freaking love this. This is great.
Yeah, it's literally just fun is what it is. Yeah, it's just fun to play. But Alan, I want to hear your thoughts, but I want to preface it with this.
Yeah.
You bought the game, you sold it, then you bought it again.
So to elaborate on that, so GameStop, I have a friend at GameStop who was trying to convince us to keep pre-ordering Legends Arceus the whole time. And I kept saying no. I've been with Pokemon since technically Gen 2, and I've like for the most part fallen off Pokemon, where it's just kind of a whatever franchise to me. So I told him, well, if you want to convince anybody, convince Amy, because she likes the cute Pokemon, so she'll be your best bet. He kept almost convincing her where Amy wanted to kind of get it, but didn't want to, but she wanted to pay full price for it, and kind of back and forth. So on the day that came out, and I went to the store to pick up, I believe it was Dying Light, whatever game came out that day or something. I went there that day. Or I went whatever there to pick up a game, and my friend at GameStop did convince me to be like, just buy it. We have this guarantee you'll love it. Buy it, play it. If you don't love it, by the end of the weekend, you can bring it back for a full refund. And I was like, all right, you know what? Why not? Why not? I'll buy it. I'll give it a shot. And I played it that entire weekend. I played it the rest of the day Friday. I worked Friday night. I played it all Saturday morning when I got out of work. I slept. I played it all Saturday afternoon. I obviously missed this, so I played Pokemon instead of this. I stayed up late Saturday night / Sunday morning. Like I played almost the whole weekend, and then we returned it Sunday morning at like 1 or Sunday morning at like 11 or noon or something. And it's weird, right? Like as any diehard Pokemon fan can attest to this. Pokemon has this weird thing where you kind of get mad at it, you get disappointed by it, you get kind of pissed off at it, but you also love it at the same time. Like you kind of hate it. Like I feel like that's a fair assumption. My problem with Arceus and Pokemon as a whole is that every game just radically shifts. Every game's like, oh, here's these great quality of life improvements. Here's these new, more ease of function stuff in the game. But then the next game, they're like, oh, those functions, we kind of disappeared. We got rid of those. We're trying something new. Like we're just throwing shit at the wall and just seeing what sticks. And it's always very frustrating. As an older Pokemon fan, I always hated that it became more handholdy as it's a known thing. And I always hated the experience share. Again, Arceus brings a lot of great quality of life improvements that make the older kind of not good systems that I didn't like, they make them better, like the EXP share. I actually like that feature in Arceus. My problem is the game, while it does a lot of cool things, it also feels very underwhelming at the same time. And Kyle, you said it yourself where the game's rough as a new experience. And that's the thing. Like, I feel like once Game Freak has like one, maybe two more of these under their belt, then it'll be like the game worthy of like all of the true love and hype it deserves. Yeah. Right now, like it's just kind of It
reminds me of the first Assassin's Creed, where it was like, this is a good idea. You're on to something.
Yeah.
But man, you got some problems. Like things just aren't working out here, like once that next one hit, it was just like, oh, okay.
And like, I know there's all these in-universe explanations, but like some of the stuff in the game just feels really stupid. Like I feel like the side quests, they're kind of pathetic. Like I did them at first, But then like now I'm at the third area, like the second area and third area. So some person's like, oh my God, can you like get me this hippo down? Cause like clothing. And I'm like, I don't give a shit about your problems. Like
the side quests could use some work, but I think in the long run, it is like one thing that I really, really love about this game is that you start in a town where like they've barely been around Pokemon. They're scared of them. Something as cute as a Pikachu or a Jigglypuff, right? They're just like, what is that ugly monster thing? And just like as the game goes on, they get more and more like, oh, actually, it's kind of cute, and maybe you could help me do this work here. And so it just like those side quests, the more you do them, will start to expand the town and expand the stores and what you can buy and stuff like that. And it's just like, wow, they're starting to like Pokemon.
So my two other big complaints about the game really is like, for one, it's what are they called? The fucking pastures, the boxes. Like, I don't like how modern Pokemon made this feature where you can access your box anywhere you want. And that's awesome. Like, it's cool. Like, it makes the game easier, mind you. But like, why would you not have that feature in this game? Why, when you're incentivizing me to catch 1 million Pokemon, why in the world, if I'm trying to get a Rels with a good nature, why do I have to run all the way through the fucking area to find where it spawns, catch it? Oh, my party fills up and I want to see it. I gotta warp all the way back to camp, talk to the guy, check it. Oh, I don't like it. Then run all the way back. Like I understand it would be very annoying if every Pokemon you caught, the game was like, do you want this in your party? Do you not want this in your party? But again, why not just make your pastures accessible anywhere? Like, why? Like, I know it's the in-universe explanation that it's this big farm and they're getting your Pokemon, but then why the fuck is this guy in the field like, oh, talk to me and I'll go get you a Pokemon? Like, just give me the fucking remote bot. You gave me crafting wherever I want. The crafting bench in town, useless. The crafting bench at camp doesn't matter. It's literally a useless thing in the game. Like, why do you give me crafting everywhere, but I can't access my Pokemon anywhere? Like, this is so annoying.
The one thing that really, really pissed me off was, I won't spoil story stuff, but there's a certain Pokemon you catch that's a part of the story that to progress in the game, you need to have it in your party. So when you catch it, of course,
is it the water one?
It does, huh?
Is it the water one?
I'm not gonna say, but like you catch this Pokemon, and then to progress, you need it in your party, but it sends it straight to your pastures. And so then I go to the person to start the quest, and it just like stops and is like, well, you need to prepare and have this one in your party. So I'm just like, okay.
Is that
weird.
at the end,
so
Kyle?
It's closer to the end.
Okay, so it's
I
not.
don't remember this happening at all.
So, but then what happens is I went to the pastures in town to go pick out this Pokemon, and the entire game they've been putting Pokemon in the pastures in the slots as you catch them. So this should be the last Pokemon that I caught. Like, this was the most recent one, and I went there and it was not there, and I was just like, what's happening? I had to look it up online. Like, how do I get this Pokemon in my party? And they were like, you actually did the right thing. It's in your pasture, but for whatever reason, they just don't put it at the end. It's just like randomly mixed in there. And so you have to like look through all of your stuff to find that one specific one. And it's just like,
That's why you just multi-release all your Pokemon you're never gonna touch. Just get rid of them.
No, but the thing about the pastures too is when you do that, it doesn't let you sort it, so that stays empty. And then whatever new Pokemon you catch, like for example, if I released my whole first page, every new Pokemon that I get goes to that first page, and it starts filling up that slot. And then I go to like my last page and I'm like, okay, which ones did I get? But then I realized, I released some earlier on like the second page or whatever, so they're going to be there. You know, because it doesn't let you sort your pasture for some
You
reason.
just gotta
but it
stay on
lets
top
you
of it.
sort
I don't.
You can. So the in top left of the screen, there's different ways. Like you can move one Pokemon. You
can like
switch
pick
to,
up a
you
whole
can
group and
select
move 'em.
multiple.
Yeah.
And
Isn't that
do all
to
that
filter?
stuff. But it's still.
No, it's a feature where you can do single select, quick move, or multi-select. So you multi-select like a whole page of Pokemon, then you go to boxes, then it pulls up a little overview of all of your different like pasture boxes, and you click on that and you just drop them in there.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's
it has
like the
stuff to
sort, I
help
guess,
that,
right?
but it's still
Yeah.
it's not
Mhm.
automatic is the
And
thing.
It's not
And
because I
just
remember like
why
in the
didn't
in your satchel it lets you just press like the dash
the
button
minus
or
button
whatever,
and it
and then it
auto-sorts
just
it.
all sorts
Yeah.
it. That's what I thought I
Yeah.
could do for
Yeah,
the.
Pastures doesn't
Yeah.
have an auto sort.
I see.
or
You have to
like,
manually sort it.
why, if I needed that Pokemon, didn't the game just be like, hey, you need
Send
this
somebody back.
Pokemon in your party? Yeah, send someone else to the pasture. And it just like,
Yeah.
what the hell?
Yeah, without going into detail, my only other complaint about the game is like the gameplay loop, like the world itself, it's not very fun to interact with. Like the only thing you care about is interacting with the Pokemon. Like the actual exploration in the world itself is very lackluster. It's like I know the comparisons is always Monster Hunter and Breath of the Wild. The crafting and exploration of Breath of the Wild makes this game look like trash. The gameplay loop to invest you in it is better in Monster Hunter. So Pokemon really is, it's literally only held up by its nostalgic foundation. If you rip away the nostalgia, Arceus is just,
Well, that's
it's
for you
just-
then. That's
it's
for
a
you
very,
then, Alan,
it's a very
'cause I
whatever
would-
game.
Yeah, because I would disagree. I think the gameplay loop is fun. That's why I like it. Because I don't have the nostalgia. I don't care for Pokemon. I just
Oh.
like the ones that look cool. But I'm
Yeah.
having fun playing it. That's the thing.
So yeah,
So,
so like
yeah, so it
I'll
is
sit here,
different.
I'll play Arceus for like several hours and like I'm having fun. Like, or no, like the longer I play it, the more frustrated I get by its bullshit mechanics, its lackluster like quality of life improvements. But then when I stop playing it, the only thing that pulls me back is, oh man, but I love my Typhlosion, I love my Gallade, I like
Yeah.
Cleaver a lot. I want to keep leveling them up and making them better. But then I go
Mhm.
back in the world and it's just disappointing.
Yeah, that's just Pokemon for you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's why it's a
One
love hate.
thing-
I love caring for my Pokemon, but I don't like anything else.
One thing that I personally did not like as much with the game is I think the game also by nature of trying to fill out the Pokedex in the way that they want you to do all of that.
Yeah, it's a little archaic.
I feel like, well, it's not that, but it kind of forces you to switch out your Pokemon more often and not have a like, here's my 6 that I'm just gonna keep the entire game.
Yeah.
You can, but it will make things a little bit slower. So they want you to switch it out and use it in battle and do this move, do a strong style, do an agile style, and like that will get those like research points faster. And I was just like, I kind of just want my set and to stick with that, which
Mhm.
you
That's
can,
why if you want it,
and I kind of
that's why
did, but
that's why if you want to
it's
complete the
still-
research, just capture the Pokemon. Like just capture 10 and you're good. That's it.
basically, yeah.
So,
That's all you have to do.
Let's
That
try
being said,
moving
I love the
forward,
game.
guys.
Yeah.
It's
We
great.
do have a lot of stuff to
Sorry.
get through here. So yeah, it is good. I love it.
It's
so
okay.
Kyle, you're playing Halo 5 here. Do you want to mention anything about that?
I just real fast, I played it to play it just to say that I had beat the game. That was the only one that I had not played yet of the mainline ones, and I beat it last night too. So
Okay.
there you go.
Cool. All right. So for me and Alan, we've both been playing Dying Light 2.
Yep.
Alan, I'm probably like, I would say like 10 hours into the game. I just got to like the big city and I unlocked the paraglider.
Okay, so you've been doing okay, so you're farther than me. I'm probably about where you are in the game in terms of length,
mhm.
like in playtime, but I have the quest where I'm still in the one way out, where I have to go talk to Hakan,
yeah.
like right after I explore the bazaar. I'm still there because I'm just
Okay.
exploring the
All
open
right.
world.
I see.
So I have as much time as you, but I'm not as far because I haven't been doing the story.
I see. So yeah, so I've been playing that, doing story, doing side things. Little, basically, everyone knows
Wait.
what Dying Light is. But
Wait, can
yeah.
I talk about the game? Because I feel like my issues with the game are probably made better by being farther in the game. Like you can explain
okay,
the game, but when we
okay,
talk
yeah.
about things we like, then
Yeah,
let me
go
take
ahead.
over.
Go ahead.
Well, so yeah, like I'm not gonna explain the game too much in terms of that, but like in the gameplay, like I don't remember Dying Light 1 very well because it's been a long time since I played it.
Mhm.
And I feel like Dying Light 1 was mechanically smoother than this game. I know this game had a lot of issues at launch, but like some of the parkour systems don't feel like they're as fluid or they feel a little bit jankier than normal. The only real thing I have is like traversal seems kind of annoying. And by that I just mean like the whole leveling up. Like I remember in Dying Light 1, the Dying Light 1 didn't give you a lot of incentive to go out at night, except double experience with whatever you did. This game gives you way more incentive to go out at night, but it pretty much almost forces you to go out at night, which I feel like kind of makes combat and everything a bit annoying. Like maybe, Gino, you being farther, maybe everything kind of starts falling into place and getting better.
Mhm.
But like without being very far, like my weapons kind of suck. I don't really have any good abilities. So when the game's like, oh, there's a story thing, you have to go here at night. Oh, you can only come back at night. Oh, sorry, come back at night. So then you're forced to play the more dangerous nighttime, but there's not really an incentive. There's no double experience anymore unless you're being chased and only when chased. So it feels weird that Dying Light 1 had no incentive to go out at night, but your incentive was double EXP. This game doesn't really encourage you to go outside at night. It forces you to, but there's not much of incentive except, no, you have to go
You're
out.
saying, let me just interrupt you there real quick, Alan. You said there's no a double XP. Isn't a nighttime bonus the double XP, or is that
Yeah,
not a...
this game has the nighttime bonus, but only when you're being chased. The first game just had double XP when you were just outside at night in general because it was so dangerous.
I feel I've been getting nighttime bonuses without being chased. That's why I'm asking.
Yeah,
Because I've gotten like, when I see that, when it becomes day, I'd done some stuff at night. I hadn't gotten chased, but I get like a little boost of bonus experience when
see,
when it becomes day.
it only gives me that bonus EXP when I'm being chased. So even when the
Interesting.
chase ends, it still shows me my bonus EXP. It
Mhm,
doesn't give it to me until night's over. But like if I never ever get caught at all,
mhm.
I just get regular experience. I don't get like bonus stuff.
Yeah, I might be misreading or something that because so it definitely does get better
Okay.
as time goes on. What I noticed about I haven't played Dying Light 1 for a while as well, but what I noticed about this one is it is harder to level up.
It is.
And it's pretty slow unlocking skills and stuff. Some of the beginner skills feel a little anticlimactic,
Yeah, they're not very good.
underwhelming. Until you start getting later on in the branches where you start with parkour specifically, you're able to launch off of a vaulting, and then
I love that ability. That ability is
yeah.
really good.
Yeah, you get your sprint, and then your sprint you get long jumps, and then like it just starts building up in a way where like it does get more fluid.
Yeah.
With combat as well. Doing your, you get whirlwinds, you get, you're able to start jumping on zombies and stuff like that.
Mhm.
So as you progress and experience, it obviously does get more fluid. And that's what I've noticed because it does start a little slow. It felt a little difficult.
And I think because I'm not
yeah.
further in the story, the game feels very clunky.
Yeah. And then, but that's also, I noticed that just throughout. There was one particular sequence where you have to follow people. In the beginning you follow Hakan at one point, and then there's another character that I follow that was one of the most horrible experiences I've had in a game of following a character, because we were getting chased by someone, and as she would be like follow me in here, and then she shuts the door on my face as she wants me to follow her. So I'm like, what do I do? And then so I was playing co-op, and then I just, in this extremely crazy moment, I have to wait for everyone to get to me. So then we just open the door slowly, and then we start getting chased again. And then at points, because the game is buggy, it's very buggy right now. At points while I'm following this person, they disappear. They clip out, and then I'm like,
or
where
you'll
do
see
I
zombies
go?
you'll see a zombie that kind of jumps. But then it starts the jump animation, and then it just fucking teleports away. You're like, where'd you go?
There's a lot of weird little bugs like that were, with that specific sequence, it got annoying. And I rarely get annoyed with bugs. I usually just find them funny.
It's definitely annoying me.
That one got annoying in a way where I was like, okay, like you're disappearing, and I need to follow you. So if you're gone, where do I go? So
I actually had to turn the voices down. Like I actually had to turn the voices down because I'm running around the world and like you'll randomly bump into like those human characters, and I get super annoyed of I'm trying to like scale a building or I'm trying to explore an inside of an abandoned building, and it's just those fucking human characters. I'm gonna get you, motherfucker! Ah, you stupid bitch! Like I'm like, dude, shut up! I'm trying to loot. Like, can you be quiet for fucking 5 minutes? And so I went in the settings and I turned the voices off. So, and I forgot about that for a while. So when I did a story quest and someone's talking to me, I thought my game glitched because the guy's like he's going, but there's no sound. I'm like, did my game fuck up? And I'm like, oh no, I turned the voices to 0.
There is a lot of bugs because also with noise as well. Like I'm constantly hearing like someone screaming for help. Yeah, and I'm in a safe zone. I am inside a safe zone. Someone is screaming for help, and I'm playing with friends too. And then there's moments where I'm like, "Do you hear that baby crying? There's a baby crying right now. Do you not hear that?" And they're like, "No, I don't." I'm like, "There's a baby crying. Where are they?" And
don't you love being in the bazaar trying to walk around and all you hear is the constant?
Oh yeah, like constant cough, dude.
Like, can I get you a cough drop or something? I'll go out there and give you some medicine. Like, you need to stop.
Little weird things with stuff like that. That's just like the game is extremely buggy right now. So I would like, if I were to recommend it, I would recommend it if you did like Dying Light, but wait a while. Because there is also another bug. Sorry, there's another bug that we wanted a friend to join, but there's a bug that they haven't fixed yet. If you are trying to do co-op, some people have network disconnected. There's no way they can join anybody's game until they fix that. Yeah, that's just like a bug that you can't fix.
I wanted to ask you about because I had Calvin Amazehouse on Twitter ask me about that, how the invading mechanic was with the multiplayer. Yeah, have you had a smooth multiplayer experience in the game, like relatively?
Yeah, aside from that issue where one of my friends couldn't connect, no, it was easy just joining and leaving. Just real quick, join in and then start doing whatever they do.
See, that's so weird because like I put my game in multiplayer, right? I put mine in multiplayer and I put it to public, and like I'll send out the distress calls just to like see if someone joins my game, and like I'll send it out and like no one ever joins. I actually had it this morning where I actually received a couple of distress calls from other people, and it was like, oh, hold down to join or to help them, and I did it, and I held down for the distress call, and it was like. And it like pops up with that text of like, oh, like received or whatever. But then nothing. Nothing. I accepted maybe like 4 distress calls and my game accepts it and then nothing happens. Yeah. Like, and then I've tried to just join a random game. It doesn't give me network disconnected. It just does nothing. It just doesn't do anything.
Yeah.
Maybe they just don't like you and they just don't want your help.
It just knows I'm a single player kind of guy.
Aside from the bugs and stuff, just to like close it out. I am having fun playing it. It's a fun game to play. It's not really much different from Dying Light 1. It's more the same. It's not surprising that it took them so long to do it. It is. Well, I mean, there's like 500 hours of content or whatever and stuff like that.
Apparently.
But it is a lot more of the same. And it's just it's one of those games that's fun to play. When you start, ramping up your, the abilities you're getting, the weapons that you're getting, and stuff like that. It gets a lot better because here there's no guns. Like in the first one, there was guns.
Yep, just melee.
Here is just melee, and crossbows is your only ranged weapon that you're gonna get.
Yeah.
So that's exciting. For that's just fun. The variety of stuff that you can get from there. So yeah, I'm enjoying it so far. It's not crazy or anything.
Yeah.
But I'm enjoying it. So
yeah, I'm still undecided. I can't tell if I love it or hate it. I probably just have to get further. I'm gonna do more of the story later tonight after the podcast and see how I feel. Other than that, there are 2 trophies that are multiplayer related. So fuck this game. I hate multiplayer trophies.
Damn.
Thank you for making me join a session and killing 100 enemies when I can't fucking connect to anybody.
Man, and it's not crossplay either because you're on PlayStation, right? I'm playing it on PC. It sucks because it's not crossplay, which is very bad that they don't do that. So, oh well.
Thank you.
For them. Anyway, so that is all we've been playing, my friends, for this week. That is Alan, Kyle, and I. Let's move on to some housekeeping, my dudes.
We put a lot of hard work into the shows that we make, and yes, we make multiple different shows here at the Whatnauts, and we'd love it if you check them all out. You can find out more information on our website at thewhatnauts.com, as well as your favorite podcasting platform of choice. When you type in the Whatnauts, all of our shows will pop up right there. Just don't forget to give us a nice rating and review if you like the shows. If you want to support what we do here at The Whatnauts, patreon.com/thewhatnauts is the best place to do that. You can support us for as little as $1 a month. You can get all kinds of exclusive content at the $3 tier. You can also get a shout out and a thank you on all of our shows at the $5 tier. You can support us on Twitch by subscribing to our channel at twitch.tv/thewhatnauts, and we would love to have you all join us for our live streams and talk with us in the chat. And lastly, we have merch. If you'd like to grab yourself a shirt or a sweatshirt or a mug or something else, go to thewhatnauts.com/store to pick up some merch today.
And we are back from housekeeping. I want to give a shout out to our Patreon supporters at the $5 tier and above. Sam Jatnamas in our Twitch chat and a moderator in our Twitch chat as well. She pays for that moderator position, just so you guys know. She pays $5 a month for that moderator position. I'm just kidding. But thank you so much, Sam, for supporting us month by month. You are very, very appreciated.
Indeed.
And also shout out to any of our other cool shows. Go ahead, Kyle. You got some stuff in work.
So it's February, which means Valentine's Day. Also, the Olympics are starting. So on the review show, we watched kind of a Chinese romance film called In the Mood for Love, which stars Tony Leung, I believe is his name. I don't remember exactly. He played the father in Shang-Chi. He's in the film. It's from the year 2000, so it's like 20 years ago. He looks real young. He's super handsome. And yeah, interesting film. I'm sure we will be doing more kind of Valentine's Day romance stuff next week as well. But be on the lookout for that. On the captain's log this week, we were brainstorming some fun ideas and memes that we could potentially put in the show, just like as a soundboard, right? Because I have this stream deck here. I can just hit a button and things happen. So I was like, why don't we have like a soundboard thing? So if you want to hear us brainstorm some ideas for that, or give us suggestion, go check out that show. So there you go.
I want to shoot over an idea over for the review show for you and Melissa, Kyle. Watch All of Us Are Dead on Netflix if you haven't seen. K-drama?
Zombie
K-drama?
Amy is currently watching that, and it's kind of frustrating to watch.
It's extremely good. So give that a watch, and so we can talk about it on the review show there. All right, Kyle?
Maybe.
Right,
We'll see.
Go ahead and do that. All right, my friends, let's get into the news of the week. Okay.
It just cuts out.
Yeah, it just cut out a little bit, but it's fine. I kind of, you know.
It's all good. Yeah.
I'm a natural now, you know. I'm a natural, yeah. So, anyway, like I said earlier in our little coming up on today's show, I said PlayStation is fighting back. Right, guys? That's what I said. Right? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Put them up. You said we would find out soon.
Okay, so PlayStation is fighting back. And what I mean by that is, as you know from last week or 2 weeks ago, Activision Blizzard was purchased by Microsoft. How is PlayStation fighting back? I'm just joking about this. This was probably in the works for quite some time.
Yep.
But
Sony went over there and beat Phil Spencer up. And
yeah, exactly. So
PlayStation barges in the door like,
we're
making something happening right now. Let's go.
Big news of the week. Sony has purchased Bungie. As you guys know, Bungie, the creators of Destiny and Halo. So very, very, very storied studio there.
The people that put Xbox on the map.
They did put Xbox on the map. And so so let me. I have the PlayStation blog here. I believe who is it that was speaking? Jim Ryan when he announced this. He has a little write up here. I do want to read it out to you guys, and then we'll talk about our thoughts on this. So Jim Ryan said here in PlayStation blog, first off, he started it, cut and dry. First off, I want to be very clear to the community that Bungie will remain an independent and multi-platform studio and publisher. As such, we believe it makes sense for it to sit alongside the PlayStation Studios organization, and we are incredibly excited about the opportunities for synergies and collaboration between these two world-class groups. I have spent a lot of time with Pete Parsons, Jason Jones, and the Bungie management team to develop the right relationships where they will be fully backed and supported by Sony Interactive Entertainment and enabled to do what they do best: build incredible worlds that captivate millions of people. And later on here, he says, Bungie's world-class expertise in multi-platform development and live game services will help us deliver on our vision of expanding PlayStation to hundreds of millions of gamers. Bungie is a great innovator and has developed incredible proprietary tools that will help PlayStation Studios achieve new heights under Herman Holst's leadership. So, right off the bat, of course, he says that Bungie will remain an independent multi-platform studio. We'll talk about that in just a second. But one thing I did want to point out is, as PlayStation has always done, is they develop a relationship with someone and then they purchase them. I don't think it's surprising that they purchased Bungie because they did have a relationship with them. And we noticed this when we would get exclusive content for Destiny on PlayStation only. Microsoft didn't get that with Destiny. PlayStation.
That's not as in depth as Sony's prior.
Of course, it's not
with them.
Of course,
it's not as in depth or as substantial.
But this is something where they do have that sort of history of having a relationship. They didn't just outright buy. Bungie.
There's still something.
They had something there. So this sort of, as surprising as it is, it also made sense in a way. So let's talk. Yeah, go ahead, Kyle.
I think you also have to take into account Bungie's history with Microsoft there. They were independent and then they got bought by Microsoft and then they fought to get away from Microsoft. So there is this thing that maybe PlayStation was getting some of that. This is only speculation, but maybe PlayStation was only getting some of that because maybe a bit of a tarnished relationship with Microsoft. Again, take that with a grain of salt there. But yes, at the end of the day, PlayStation has now bought Bungie, and it's kind of wild.
It kind of makes sense that you mentioned that, because if Bungie kind of wanted to still be independent, kind of do their own thing, it makes sense to be under PlayStation. Because I know, Naughty Dog? I remember the old story of Naughty Dog wanted to make a new game, and I know Sony was kind of suggesting Jak 4. And Naughty Dog tried to kind of develop that, but then they're like, no, we're not feeling that. We kind of make whatever we want. And it's the fact that while under PlayStation does give a lot of freedoms of, we'll develop what you want, tell the stories you want to tell. So it makes sense if Bungie kind of wants to do their own thing and be kind of more independent, but still be under PlayStation itself, that PlayStation will give them that freedom of making what they want to make.
What's interesting about that is that, so they were purchased by Activision, right? And they were independent there, and multi-platform and stuff like that, and they left to be on their own. They became their own, publisher and stuff like that. So what's interesting about it is that when PlayStation buys, a development studio, you think that's going to be exclusive now, like they did with Insomniac. They bought Insomniac, Spider-Man's exclusive, Ratchet, everything's exclusive, just like Naughty Dog and Sucker Punch behind them as well. But this is different, whereas they immediately right off the bat said, and there was no beating around the bush, they said this is going to be multi-platform stuff. They're going to stay entirely independent and multi-platform. So this is different from what they've done before.
Yeah.
So it is a sort of a change of culture with PlayStation in a way that they're benefiting from it in a way that Microsoft has benefited from buying studios, similar to how they did with Mojang, with Minecraft specifically, because Minecraft Dungeons was a Microsoft published game, and it still came to PlayStation. So this is akin to that sort of, purchase for PlayStation, which is different from what they've done before.
Well, it'll still probably be the thing where Bungie stuff will come to PlayStation first, kind of like we saw with Tomb Raider, where it came to Xbox, and then what was it, a year later it came to PlayStation? It'll probably be that where now instead of just getting exclusive little things in Destiny, now you'll probably get their games on PlayStation first. But if you wait long enough, it's still multi-platform. It'll come to Xbox at a later date.
Yeah, I think there will be some of that, but I think when you look further into this, it's not about like bringing new exclusives onto the platform. It's more about the technology. It's more about live services, something that PlayStation doesn't really have a handle on. And I think as Microsoft continues to just be like, Game Pass, everything's on it, right? Like, I think PlayStation is starting to figure out like, hey, we need to beef up our services. We need to like you use their expertise of, hey, how do we create a live service game? How do we maintain it? How do we keep people in that ecosystem and buying stuff? Like, we need that, because that at the end of the day, I think will help them with Spartacus and whatever that might be exactly.
The other thing that it'll help them with too is they obviously, their studios within the PlayStation family, they tend to collaborate with each other and help each other out. So, Bungie being a very storied first-person shooter developer, now that PlayStation has these new studios, I believe, what is it, Firewalk, that is developing a shooter game or competitive shooter or something. And then there's another one, I forget the name of, that they created. But with that they're also doing a shooter as well, because they're probably seeing this as a way.
Naughty Dog has their multiplayer Last of Us thing too.
Yeah, which could end up being some sort of a live service type of thing that Bungie has experience doing. So this is a lot of knowledge that they're gaining from them that is going to be coming into their studios and collaborating with them, and we're going to obviously see in the next few years Sony's own, first-person shooter. And if anything as well, we're probably going to see a competitive first-person shooter which is another thing worth mentioning is Sony bought Evo like a year ago or something. So they have all the puzzle pieces coming together for creating, a first-person shooter in a way that will be, in competitions, tournaments, stuff like that. They want their Overwatch, they want their Halo, they want something like that, and we're seeing them putting the teams together to create that. So it is exciting, definitely.
Absolutely,
yeah.
And it'd be neat because we know that Destiny is free to play, right? So to have that on all the devices, but then to have the expansions only be on PlayStation or only be on Spartacus, or like included in Spartacus, right?
Yeah,
like that'd be a great deal for them. Just like, hey, if you like the base game, come here. We got some more, right? It's the drug dealers. The first taste is free. Like you get that little bit, but if you want more, here I am.
The other thing worth mentioning as well is I think Bungie put this in a blog post as well, is that they also want to grow in, they said multimedia. So not just games. They want to make, TV shows. I think there's a Destiny TV show or movie or something being created, and that's now going to be a Sony picture. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So definitely with that, we're seeing Uncharted, a movie being made. We're seeing The Last of Us show.
On HBO.
So now we're probably going to see Twisted Metal, and we're probably going to see now. They're trying to become this sort of entertainment medium in a way that they're going to grow with Bungie as well.
We haven't heard about it in a long time, but there's also the Sly Cooper TV show.
That happened already. You never watched it?
It never came out.
Anyway, so yeah, so it is like the Bungie seeing, obviously, they're doing the Last of Us show, they're doing the Halo, not Halo, but there's a Halo show now, and that I don't think Bungie is in that at all, or involved in that at all. I'm assuming. So it would be cool, to see them, involved in their own, Destiny, to expand that sort of IP in a way that that they want to do. So big news. Any other closing thoughts on it?
They didn't spend as much as Microsoft spent, so
I think it was, what is it, like 3 billion or something, or
I thought it was like
super
8.
low.
Wasn't it like 8? It was like 8 or 9. I thought.
Okay,
it was below
I thought
10.
It was 3.6.
Yeah, something like that, right?
Maybe I'm getting the 6 and the not. Maybe I'm getting the 6 flipped around.
Yeah, something like that. And I think
I mean,
Microsoft was what, 80 billion or some shit like that.
This is still exciting, but again, even with this, you still won't be seeing any of the fruits of labor for quite a while. So it's just kind of like, it's just, it's exciting, but nothing really to get us immediately like, oh man.
And then there's the other thought where it's like, obviously there is a flip side on it that a lot of people bring up where, is this going to be now just like a rat race for the purchase of all these companies? Like, is that going to happen now? Like,
no.
is PlayStation going to go for Square Enix, buy them, and then is Microsoft going to go for?
Weren't done.
Yeah,
they did say they weren't done, so people are starting to speculate. Like, who's PlayStation gonna buy next? Is it gonna be Square? Is it gonna be Capcom? Is it gonna be this or that?
If anything, it could be any one of those, because again, you see, as they harbor these relationships. They have a relationship with Square Enix already, and we know that they saved Square Enix like 20 years ago. They saved them with Final Fantasy VII, like when it was just Squaresoft or whatever. So PlayStation saved them
so much. That'd be so exciting.
And then Capcom's another one that they have a relationship with as well. Or if anything, they just end up buying Konami. You know what I mean?
But Devil May Cry 6 on
the IP.
PlayStation exclusively. Let's go.
Or the IP for Konami. Maybe that's another thing that they're not done.
They probably wouldn't buy Konami outright, but just like
just buy Konami, dude, and get the IP from that. But yeah, I mean,
now what do we do with all these pachinko machines?
the negative of it, I feel like, I mean, at the same time, I don't really like. It's weird to care so much about it, as a consumer, because they already said, it's going to be multi-platform and stuff like that. So, okay, cool. Then I'm done thinking about it, Aside from that, like, if something's going to be exclusive, it's weird to say, but like, there obviously is people that only game on one system, like Alan specifically. Alan wouldn't have like an Xbox or anything if something became Microsoft exclusive.
Nintendo.
But stuff like that where it's like, yeah, I could play on other stuff if anything. So it is that sort of like, I don't understand outrage for that kind of stuff where it's not going to affect genuinely my life in the end.
Well, that's the thing. I think part of the worry is that yes, the stuff right now will remain multi-platform.
It's the future.
They'll still it's the like, what do they make after Destiny? What's that next game gonna be like?
A lot of the issue people have, is what you mentioned with Pokemon. It's the FOMO. That's what makes people so upset.
Definitely,
yeah.
Definitely.
That's where all the rage comes from.
Yeah, like not having Spider-Man on Xbox. I want to play Spider-Man, dude. So I'm not getting a PlayStation. So, but yeah, and then Xbox. I want to play Fable, so I got an Xbox eventually. That comes out. You know what I mean? But anyway, very big news. Huge deal. PlayStation's going to buy Square Enix next. You heard it here. Okay. That's my prediction right now.
No, they're buying Capcom.
My prediction is Square Enix is next. What do we think?
If they want to throw something our way, like I'd go for like a handful of million. You don't even need to go in the billions yet, guys. We're cheap. We're easy,
I'm thinking right? What? There's 5 of us, right? So there's 5 of us. $500,000. We're good, dude. $100,000 each, man. I'm freaking. I'm golden, dude.
I would want more than that, right? Why not 2 million each?
Why are you so greedy?
Bam, there you go. That's all we need.
No, man, money. Other people need money.
Literally,
small
Gino's like,
pocket
yeah,
change,
just
10 million.
Gino's like, just toss us 100K each, and Kyle's like, how about 2 million?
About 2 million.
2 million. Oh man. Okay.
It's the meme of like Kyle's like, here's the trade. I get 2 million per person each, and you get our podcast.
I see. So
God, I wish.
So let's move on to the second story here, my friends. Number 2. GTA 6 has been I guess confirmed, I suppose, right? I guess we could say that, right? This comes from a tweet from Rockstar Games, where they tweeted, many of you have been asking about a new entry in the Grand Theft Auto series. With every new project, our goal is always to significantly move beyond what we've previously delivered. We're pleased to confirm that active development for the next entry in the series is underway. So they tweeted that on Friday, February 5th, right? Guys, they started
February
4th. Sorry, Friday, February 4th. Guys, they started on Monday, probably. They started on Monday. And that's when they tweeted. So,
it's one of those things. It's like Crisis 4 that got announced like last week too. It's like they just put out an image, except this was just like, we put out a tweet like, don't worry.
Yeah.
We're making it. Jim started it yesterday. Like, we're good.
He started thinking about it the other day.
Yeah.
I like to think Rockstar started working on GTA 6 that morning. So later that morning, they're like, hey, we are currently in active development making GTA 6. We started this like, what time is it? Lunchtime? We started this like 3 hours ago.
Yeah. So, yeah, I feel like that's okay. That's a tweet. They've confirmed GTA 6 is coming. And then there's a second tweet here, of course, that says, we look forward to sharing more as soon as we are ready. So please stay tuned to the Rockstar Newswire for official details. Man. On behalf of our entire team, we thank you all for your support and cannot wait to step into the future with you. So
a future without GTA 5 constantly getting re-released, that's going to be wild.
So yeah, GTA 5 I think is coming in March, I think, for new consoles. I think it's March 16th or something like that. I don't remember.
I don't remember.
What do we think? Throw a date out. Let's throw a date out. What are we thinking? I'm thinking
for GTA 6?
Yeah, for GTA 6. 2025?
Yeah.
2026.
I think 2025 is a safe bet. Unless they really did start working on it on Monday. Because if it was on Monday, then I'm thinking 2026. Yeah, 2026, 2027. Something like that. But man, it would be cool if they were already working on it and it's coming out the end of the year, dude. That would be crazy. But nobody does that anymore. It'd be a huge
surprise. But
yeah, nobody does that, man. I wish people did that more often, dude. Anyway, so yeah, GTA 6 is confirmed. Very exciting for all you people that love GTA. GTA is awesome, dude. I play them every time they come out. GTA is an incredible series, so that's obviously exciting.
Let me ask you this then.
Yeah.
What are you hoping for out of a GTA 6?
I want to go to Miami, dude. I want Vice City again. I want a new, from the ground up. I want to be like in that, environment. I want Scarface kind of environment, or if anything, like I don't want to be in like a city. I want to be in like, more like, beachside sort of thing. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Like something like that.
Travel to some of the islands off the coast and stuff like that, right?
Thing, yeah. Or maybe just go freaking off country, dude. Go to somewhere else.
Cuba.
Yeah, exactly.
Because games get larger, just to figure out like if we got an approximate release date. Red Dead Redemption 1 came out in 2010 and 2 came out in 2018. GTA 5 originally came out in 2013. So we're already going on the 9th year of GTA 5.
Yeah.
So if it comes out in 2025, that means it'll been 12 years.
But we should start thinking about, an order of game release then. So they stopped working on GTA 5 to work on Red Dead Redemption, I'm figuring, right? So
yeah.
Red Dead Redemption 2, I mean, so
yeah,
when was that? 2018? So I'm thinking that was 4 years ago. So I'm saying another 4 years, and you're probably right on 2026, if anything. You're probably right.
Yeah.
2026.
It's a ways away.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
So good on them to announce it in a tweet 4 years before.
That they worked on it that day.
4 years before it comes out. Okay, there you go. And no gameplay, so very surprising.
And no window release either. Can't understand why.
Yeah, tweeted but no gameplay. That's pretty weird.
Yeah, wow, what the hell?
No gameplay. Okay, so let's move on to the biggest news of the week, my friends. Here, number 3 here. Number 3, biggest news of the week and the biggest surprise ever. And
All right.
Number 3, Wordle is being bought by New York Times. So as I said earlier, coming up on today's show, I did say New York Times is trying to join the fight. You know, Activision Blizzard being bought by Microsoft, Sony buying Bungie. Now
Bungie.
Microsoft.
They already have a games app thing that
They
you
do.
like a games
They do.
Do they?
service thing that
So
you
I
can
do have
pay for. Yeah,
I do
For,
have
like
a write-up.
crosswords and Sudoku and stuff like
Do I
that.
have the write-up
It's
here?
like a new
Yeah.
one.
So look,
I didn't know that.
So here's a write-up, Alan, just explaining that. The Times remains focused on becoming the essential subscription for every English-speaking person seeking to understand and engage with the world. New York Times games are a key part of that strategy. Our games already provide original, high-quality content and experiences every single day. Wordle will now play a part in that data. So like Kyle was mentioning, they do have like little crossword puzzles and stuff that they do on their website, or I don't even know. What the
You
heck
didn't
is
read
New
the
York
rest of the
Times doing?
quote. You didn't even read the rest of the quote.
Did I not?
No.
Oh, was it
Wordle
on the
will now
second
play a
page?
part in that daily experience, giving millions more people around the world another reason
Well,
to turn to the
the
Times.
daily it just made sense. It just made sense. That daily experience giving millions more people around the world another reason to turn to the Times to meet their daily news and life. Dude, I didn't even read that part. I was doing the right thing. I was doing the
You
right
had
thing.
it in there. You stopped at daily, and I was like, did he just not finish it?
Anyway,
So
why are we talking about this? First of all, go ahead,
So-
Kyle. I think you put it in there, dude.
this is just such an interesting experience. I have yet to play Wordle. Like
Same.
I was just like, I don't want anything to do with it because it
never
invaded my
touched it.
timeline all just on one day, and everyone was playing it, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna play that. I'm gonna avoid it like the plague. But
It's just lingo.
The heck is
so
that?
I mean, there have been things like it in the past, yes, but the guy basically made this, I think, for his partner. Like it was hosted on his personal website, became a phenomenon.
Yeah.
It was free to play. He's now selling it for like 7 figures to do this stuff. He said for the foreseeable future, it will remain free to play for stuff like that. But yeah, one day it might be included in the like New York Times, like it's behind a paywall thing, which kind of sucks from the like that perspective.
Mhm.
But also good for him for just like making this like super simple game and making a few $million, right?
Mhm.
God, I wish like
The
I
last
think
time we had a
New York
phenomenon this
Times,
big was Flappy
I hear
Bird.
that Sony is interested in crossplay. You might want some. Do you
There you
guys
go.
have like 3 million for each of us now? Huh? What? Yeah. Let's
So,
go,
so,
right?
so the thing is, I think what he did in October of 2021, I think he made it or something, and he had like a few thousand players and stuff like that until like recently, like 2 months ago or something, it went up to like millions of people playing that game.
Yeah.
So hopefully it does go behind a paywall, because then no one's gonna tweet about it anymore. You know what I mean? And then you just go play something else, like
Well,
Ludo.
Then you're just gonna hear Gary Weddle.
Yeah, Ludo.
Gary Weddle go be like, hey, Ludo, it's still free.
That would be awesome if they buy him too. if they buy his thing, that would be great.
Gino, have you played Wordle yet?
No, I have not played it. I tried it. I did try it, and I was like, "What the?" I
So
don't.
you're bad
But he
at
did
it.
play it.
Yeah, I tried it, and I was like, "I don't know the word," and then I got over it. I stopped playing. I was like, "All right, whatever."
Okay, we can move on.
yeah,
I just
we can
thought we had to mention
funny.
that because it's been such a phenomenon.
Yeah, so there we go. So let's move on to number 4 here. So we got a Ghostwire Tokyo and Gran Turismo 7 States of Plays. So I don't know if you guys saw both these videos. I did watch the Ghostwire Tokyo one and the Gran Turismo 7 one. So I guess
bits of each.
Yeah, I've watched. I watched the whole gameplay presentation of Ghostwire Tokyo, but when they started talking about it more in depth, that's when I stopped. And GT7, I just started watching little bits and pieces. So for Ghostwire Tokyo specifically, I'm pretty. It looks pretty freaking cool, Kyle. I don't know what you think from what you saw. I don't know if you saw anything at all, Alan, but I think
I didn't even. I saw the announcement of this, but did not know when they aired and did not watch them.
Yeah, I was expecting this game way further out than the announcement, which is now March 25th, 2022. Yep. So just a month from now. I was expecting it way further than that. I wasn't even sure it was going to come out this year. But
no, it's coming out this year.
Yeah, but the fact that they announced the release date and it's just a month out is pretty freaking awesome. So that's I love it when games do that. It looks scary as heck, so it's my kind of game, definitely. You know what I mean, Kyle?
So Kyle's not gonna play it.
Won't play Control.
Yeah.
But it looks freaking the coolest thing, dude. Good. The thing that I'm so excited for is where he connects everyone and he freaking spins his hands like this, you know what I mean? And then he has the tethers on everyone, and then he's like this, and then he blows everyone up. That just looks so cool to me. I don't know if you could skip to that in the gameplay right now. Yeah,
cradle thing.
Yeah, dude. And then he does he pulls out a little card or something. And he throws it like that.
You've activated my trap card.
The way your hands move in this game is so cool. You see right there, look, like he's doing now in the. I'm a little delayed on our stream, but he's doing now. It's freaking Yeah, look, bag on Nikki, get hype for games. Looks great, kind of like a Doctor Strange game. That is so true. That's in our Twitch chat, everyone.
Absolutely.
Just for anyone listening. It does look like a Doctor Strange game. That actually is a very good description of it. But I think it also
it looks pretty good. I'll play it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's like, I guess I'll play video games.
I also like the idea of the basic. It's very creepy looking. Obviously, it's horror to me. But I like the Tokyo thing. I really like that. That environment. I love that whole the cityscape environment of it. I think the Slenderman, basic enemy, I think looks freaking cool. I've always had a weird affinity for Slenderman as a horror thing. It's kind of weird of me, but I'm very scared.
Didn't they confirm it's open world?
Yeah, it is open world in Tokyo, and you see how they're showing there in the live stream. There's these torii gates that are little things that you have to unlocked where you go into a different dimension or something.
That
and then you
looks fucking
destroy
sick right
everything.
there.
Yeah, but there's just so many. The way it looks really cool, man. And that's just all I can say. It looks so cool. And I'm not the kind of person to really care much for first person games, like I've mentioned before already. But this looks like something that I will definitely have fun digging my hands into.
I'm interested to see more of the what abilities you get, because
you're not even gonna play it.
You see these Slendermans?
I am gonna play it. Who said I wasn't gonna play it?
You see that Slenderman? Look, and you have a bow and arrows.
This looks awesome. This looks great.
Looks freaking great, Alan. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it looks spooky, but it doesn't look as much like the jump out and scare you and stuff. It looks completely different from the stuff that I don't like.
You see that Slenderman? There's definitely gonna be jump scares in it, 100%, dude.
There will be some, but I think what's interesting to me is it looks like they have some stealth mechanics in there. I want to know a little bit more about that. What can you do for stealth? Can I play it stealthily? Do I have to go out and fight? The fighting looked neat, but also it kind of felt like you were just constantly backing up and trying to cast these spells before they can get you.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if that holds the same weight as let me go get behind this cover and hold my ground and shoot things. So yeah, well, I mean, I think there's still a lot to.
It also
see
looks
here.
like it is going to make you feel very powerful eventually. From the the things that we've seen, you're going to get some crazy freaking moves there. But yeah, it looks really cool. I'm actually very excited for it. My birthday is March 28th, guys, just so you know. Comes out March 25th. Anybody wants to get it from any of you guys?
No one cares. I'll be playing this instead.
No, I'm just saying. No, rather you get it for my birthday if you want to do that. Just in case,
I'll be playing it. I'm not going to be paying attention to you.
All right,
So
that's fine. That totally makes sense.
It's open world. Those open world games are.
Are you gonna get Horizon Zero Dawn or Forbidden West?
He was the one that was like, gameplay in Horizon looks boring.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get it because it's a PlayStation game.
So shut up about it, Alan. Okay.
I'm
Gosh, man.
obligated to play it.
I'm just excited, dude. It's coming out on my birthday, man.
But I'm not like I'll play Horizon, but like I'm actually like the only person who's like not excited for it.
Well, we'll see. We'll see when it comes out. And then so the next game we're gonna, I guess we'll talk about this one less. I did want to mention it because there was a state of play for it. Obviously, you know, it's a big game coming out. Gran Turismo 7. There was a state of play on Wednesday for it. And this game's been waited for a very long time. Obviously, it's also coming out on the 25th anniversary of Gran Turismo. So it's a very important game to them, specifically. And so from what I heard in the state of play from the little bit of that I listened to, they're trying to make this a game that is more accessible to beginners that haven't played Gran Turismo before.
Interesting.
And to people that don't know a lot about cars. Because from what I noticed, and from what they were explaining, is there's a lot of explanation of the history of these cars that goes into it. So there's different modes now. There's one mode that is called like Cafe or something that you look at that you go into and you just start learning about the history of these vehicles, right? And when I saw this cafe mode, I was like, I feel like I need to be extremely rich to play. Like I just need to act rich. You know what I mean? Like this cafe mode, I don't know if you could skip to it at some point, Kyle. It's like at 3 minutes or something.
I don't remember exactly.
It's like at 3-4 minutes or something. But it is such a beautiful cafe that I feel like I can only be playing this section of the game if I'm in an extremely beautiful, luxurious mansion with a freaking Audi R8 outside parked in the front. And I'm just, looking at the history of these vehicles and this beautiful cafe in this game. This game exudes Versace to me for some reason. I don't know why, dude. It's just so high class looking. I don't know why. It's so weird. I feel like I can't be poor to play this. I can't be poor.
It's the rich kids game.
I need to be rich to play this game. And look, it's right before this. It's right before the Brand Central. So yeah, it's right before this. So Brand Central actually is like, look, yeah, it's a freaking car dealership. Look how beautiful it looks. It's so like, you need to be rich to play this. I'm sorry. Like, if you're not rich, you can't buy Gran Turismo 7. Okay? Like, you need to play this on a 70-inch TV minimum. And then like, your house needs to have like a fireplace or something. Like, it's crazy, dude. Is this the cafe? It's right before this. It's right before this, Kyle. I want to see it.
I already went back.
It's before. It's way before.
Stuff.
Really? Gosh, where is it? Okay, I have. Oh, I actually have it. I actually have it here. Hold on. It's literally at. It's at 4 minutes. That's at 4 minutes.
All right.
Put it at 4 minutes.
4 minutes.
So when I first saw the cafe, I was like, oh my God, this is beautiful. Like, this is really nice. Isn't that beautiful, dude? Like how nice that area looks. A nice little cafe, with the little espresso, dude. You're in the middle of the forest. And I'm like, you got to be rich. This is just for rich people.
They had a menu, but it was for cars.
Yeah.
It's like, which car would you like to buy this afternoon, sir?
Exactly. That's what I felt like it was. Like, and then like, so what's cool as well is that they mentioned is that they have like the actual creators of these vehicles explaining the history of them and like what went into like creating it and like and producing it and like how they built it and stuff like that. So it is very, this is a game for people that love cars and are maybe interested in wanting in learning about cars. You see how you see the history of them and stuff like that. So it's really
Are you gonna get this?
I told you I have to be rich first. And then when I'm extremely luxuriously rich, then I'll get it.
Well, luckily for you, the game's only going to be like $70, so you should be fine.
Yeah, so no, but I need to be in like a luxury home. You know, like I can't play this in my little apartment. Like I can't. Like,
I mean, hey, if Crossplay gets sold for handfuls of millions and we get that, then, you know.
Then, maybe. Yeah, so you need to be in one of those white-walled houses with the wood finishes on the outside, and it's like the wall, seating the floor, glass, you know, windows. That's what you need to live in. You know what I mean? That's what you need to live in the Cullens house and from Twilight to play this game. That's what I feel like it gives me. It gives me that vibe. Anyway, Gran Turismo 7 coming out March 4th, 2022. Looks cool. Actually, very graphically beautiful as well. Looks very nice.
It does actually look really good.
Looks very nice.
It does.
Like I'm probably not going to get the game because I'm not a car guy, but like it kind of makes me want to get the game.
It'll probably make you a car guy. To be honest with you.
It might. Probably not, but who knows?
That's why. That's another thing. You need to be rich. You're gonna be like, damn, I want this car in real life. So,
that's true.
So I'm gonna buy it. That's
if I don't like it, it's probably because I'm poor.
Maybe exactly. I think it's only for rich people.
4 out of 10. I'm poor.
Yeah.
Give the game, like on Amazon, it's on sale. Give it 1 star. The review is good game. I'm too poor to play it.
Yeah, definitely too.
Can't buy any of these in real life.
Yeah,
it sucks.
The game gives unrealistic expectations. I cannot afford this car in real life, and I never will. Therefore, 1 star. Don't buy it.
So definitely, Ghostwire Tokyo that month is definitely an absolute cop, dude. And then also Tiny Tina's Wonderland's coming out that month, and then what is it? Kirby as well is coming out that month. Why is February stacked and then March is stacked as well? What the heck is going on here, dude? April needs to relax. I don't think anyone should come out in April. Anyway, so let's move on. That is all the big news of the week, my friends. Obviously, the most surprising, New York Times buying Wordle, 100%. So if you guys are still shook, if you're still shook by that, maybe take a break. You know, we're gonna go into new and notable now, and then we'll talk about Wordle.
If Wordle does not become free to play, I can safely announce that I will still never play that game.
Okay. All right.
It is free to play, right?
I'm saying if it ever becomes not free to play, I will still never play it.
Oh, okay. Well, definitely, obviously not that at that point, right? You know what I mean? Anyway, my friends, let's move on to new and notable.
Oh man,
I'm texting
so
now.
we got some darkness and friendship coming up here, but first we've got Ali World that I know Ignacio is excited for. This comes out for everything except Stadia, and this comes out February 8th. So only in a few days.
Ali World getting very good early reviews.
It looks fun. I played Ali 2. I might get the
very good early reviews.
If you want to beat up people and be young and old at the same time, Sifu comes out for PS4 and PS5 and PC on February 8th.
Super exciting.
Beat up some people.
48-hour early access if you pre-order Deluxe Edition on PlayStation, just so you guys know. But it'll probably be out by now.
Crossfire X comes out for the Xbox Series X and the S and the One on February 10th, the day before Amy's birthday.
Interesting, because that's the one that is like the Korean shooter game, but Remedy is doing the campaign.
Yeah.
So interesting.
Now, if you like darkness, friendship, hearts, Keyblades, Disney, I guess some Final Fantasy. Kingdom Hearts 2.8 Final Chapter Prologue comes out for the Switch February 10th.
Oh.
Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 plus 2.5 Remix on the Switch on February 10th. And Kingdom Hearts 3, the simplest of the names, comes out for the Switch also on February 10th. You can go through the entire darkness, friendship, light, Donald Duck being a badass, all on February 10th.
Still won't heal you.
You can binge it.
You know what I'm wondering?
Donald won't heal you because he don't give a fuck about you. He's Donald Duck. He's Donald Duck.
Why didn't they just release the all-in-one
Sora,
edition?
they replaced me with My name is Nobody Goofy.
Just a simple and clean edition, right?
Simple and clean edition. Oh my god!
If you
be on their team, dude.
This,
oh my gosh!
If you play this, you will be. If you play this, you will be in a sanctuary. That's.
You fucking ruined it, Alan. After
no, but that's the name of the song of the second game.
I know, but like, still, you ruined his joke. It was so good.
I'm sorry. Gran Turismo 7 comes out March 4th on PS4 and PS5, but if you're too poor, you cannot buy it.
Yeah. You're big slim.
Ghostwire Tokyo will be out March 25th on the PS5 and PC.
Also,
so
just PS5 there.
So
not
you
PS4.
can do Naruto hand signs and do ninjutsu
Doctor
and stuff.
Strange.
I don't know. Suicide Squad reportedly was delayed into 2023. Sorry, Kyle.
Yeah, that one's kind of to be expected. I think Gotham Knights is the one that'll be out later this year. That's the one they're hoping to push out the door. Yeah. And Suicide Squad, we still really haven't seen. I know we saw some more gameplay recently, but
Gotham
it's
Knights
still
felt
just
closer.
kind of few and far between.
Yeah, Gotham Knights felt closer. So.
And to end this, we got the sad violin. Mr. Krabs playing you the world's saddest violin, smallest violin. Next gen Cyberpunk patch reportedly coming soon.
Reportedly.
Maybe I can finally play it. Maybe.
Nah, probably not. Kyle, I think at this point you're just gonna have to put Cyberpunk in the coffin and just put it in the ground.
I feel like they don't understand. We've all changed, dude. we're older now. That's not. We're not.
Hyper Games says Sifu is also getting a physical release on May 3rd.
Yes, it is.
So if you want it physically as a collection, May 3rd.
Yeah, I'm too hyped for it to wait that long. Yeah, definitely.
Gino, you buy it digitally and then you buy it physically. Don't you want to support the developer and buy their game?
I'm not rich like that, man. Gosh, dude.
Well, I mean,
relax.
Okay,
bro.
you're rich enough to you're rich enough to buy Sifu twice. Remember, you're only too poor to buy Gran Turismo 7.
Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly. That didn't make any sense what you said. I just said I wasn't rich.
But that is everything that is new and notable. So now it is, as usual, old and noted.
Okay. All right. Thank you for that, Alan. We're gonna move into the lightning round now, but Ignacio's not here, so we're canceling it. I'm just kidding. Take us to the lightning round, Kyle.
All right, for our lightning round, Discord now has PlayStation integration. You can link your accounts. There's not much you can do with it now besides display what game you're playing. But
and that's what I want. I want people to know. I want people to know that I'm playing Final Fantasy when I'm playing Final Fantasy. And I never had that before.
I better never see you play Gran Turismo 7 though when it comes out. I better not open up Discord and see Gino playing Gran Turismo 7.
Just unlink it.
I'll
your account.
Right before the game comes out, Ignacio's or Gino's like, all right, now to de-link my account just so I can like play this game.
Did you guys link it? Did you guys do the link?
I did not link it yet. I want to.
Yeah, I've linked it already.
I haven't done it yet.
It asked me actually. I think as soon as I signed into Discord at one point, it asked me.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then I just did it.
Wait, you signed into Discord?
I don't remember, dude. I just opened Discord. And
my Discord's just up. Like, even if I close the app, if I like, I'm just always in. Like,
I see.
It probably
according to Discord, I'm like always online.
Restarted or updated in like a year. Yeah. He's on some like old version.
I'm on the old Discord. I can't integrate. I'm on the old version.
Yeah. The government wants to put Bowser in jail for 5 years. That's right. The U.S. government wants to send the Nintendo hacker Gary Bowser to jail for 5 years.
Gary Bowser? Wasn't that the old CEO?
No, that's Doug Bowser.
What the heck are with these Bowsers, dude?
What is happening over there in Nintendo? I don't know. There's Bowsers everywhere.
What the heck? That's so weird, dude.
But yeah, he hacked them a while back, and they caught him, and he's been in trial or something like that. But yeah, they're like, give him 5 years, give him the chair. So
the Koopa family.
Damn, they want to murder someone? Yeah. Nintendo wants to murder somebody? That's wild.
Wild.
That's crazy.
Hideo Kojima launched a podcast. However, it's only in Japanese. So
maybe now, guys, let's reach out to him so he could, be a guest on our podcast.
Be like, hey, dude.
If you want
what do you think?
Ghostwire podcast, you better.
Dude.
Yeah.
Hey, dude, heard you have a podcast.
There you go.
Guest on your show.
I'm gonna
that
DM
can't
him now.
Speak Japanese.
Well,
you
gotta translate it to Japanese. You gotta put it in the translator. But now's the time to really stop ignoring your Duolingo and start learning Japanese so you can listen to his
Hold on, I'm gonna see if he's DMable.
Exactly. Oh, so desu ka.
He's not DMable, guys.
No desu.
All right, I'm gonna tweet at him though. Should I tweet at him? Heard you start a podcast. You want to be on ours? You want to be on mine, dude?
Baka Gino.
Sup, dude? Heard you started a podcast, man. All right, what's next?
Anyways, as of December 31st, 2021, Nintendo has sold 103.54 million units of the Switch, surpassing the Wii's lifetime sales of 101.63 million units.
Congratulations, Nintendo.
Got a long way to go before
clap.
it outsells the PS2.
Let's all clap, guys.
That's all you got.
There you go.
You got
Silent
nice
clapping.
single clap.
There
Nice
you go.
little clap for
Okay.
Nintendo.
Speaking of the Wii, the PlayStation 5 has outsold the Wii U in a single year.
Wow.
The PlayStation
Yes.
5 has sold 17.3 million units as of December 31st, 2021, and the Wii U sold 13.56 million units as of December 31st, 2019, and it was launched back in 2012.
Incredible.
I don't understand. Wasn't the Wii U like the best console ever? Like I don't. It had so many great games. I think.
What a powerhouse of a
Alan and your
system.
terrible takes.
What a powerhouse of a system this sucker right here, huh? What a powerhouse, dude. Look at this
Dude,
guy,
all your cords.
Look
Gino,
at that guy,
What are you
dude.
doing?
Oh, that's crazy, man.
That looked like a disaster waiting to happen.
Yeah,
He
that
drops
was.
that.
I would have laughed. I would have laughed if you dropped it and it broke somehow. You'd be like, "Oh no, go fund me for new PS5."
Dude,
No,
that shit weighs 5 pounds, dude. Freaking nothing, man.
It Takes Two, the brand new co-op game that kind of won Game of the Year for a lot of places.
What?
It didn't win for us, so kind of won in a lot of places.
Very high on my list.
Is being developed for TV.
That's freaking awesome,
It won
dude.
where it mattered.
Is it is it gonna be a family show?
I guess. I don't know.
That's
don't
so
know what
awesome,
they'll
though.
do
That's really
about
cool.
the gameplay.
I don't know.
of
Certain,
that,
certain
but,
parts of that, the elephant part, if that's in the TV, that's just gonna make me sad all over.
That
again.
part was crazy in that
I know.
game, dude. That was so surprising. That was so crazy.
Not rated E for kids. Rated
that was
fucking
an
E for
incredible
depressing.
game. Let's
Yeah.
dreamcast it right now. Who's gonna be the guy and
rated
the girl?
NE for not
Okay.
for elephants.
I'm gonna say
I don't know actors and
I'm gonna say
actresses.
the guy would be Jonah Hill, blonde, right? And then
You
the
do
girl,
realize that like Chris Pratt plays everybody. It's gonna be Chris Pratt
no,
as the
the
dad.
guy is Jonah Hill, blonde, and the girl is God. I just had her in my head. The girl from 50 Shades of Grey. What's her name?
Oh, I know who you're talking
Damn
about.
it! What's her name, dude? D starts with D. I'm thinking of
If only there was some kind of technology that we could
Yeah.
like look it up on.
50.
And
Don't
figure it
move
out,
on,
but
please. Don't move on.
I
Dakota
guess
Johnson.
there isn't.
Dakota Johnson. That should be the girl.
Wow,
and then
you figured that out all by yourself.
I did. Yeah, I just remembered it. Yeah,
I'm proud of you, Gino.
very good. That would be that's great casting right there. Dakota Johnson and Devin. Devin. Dakota
Devin.
like
Devin,
2 minutes
Devin.
late.
Oh dear, not
Like,
damn, not Devin. Devon.
Dakota Johnson for the girl and
Blonde Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill for the blonde for the guy. I think that's a great
the dad.
that's a great two people because they're funny.
who's the
They
da-
could be
who's-
serious, you
who's-
know.
Who's the daughter? Who's the daughter though?
The daughter is who's the little boy that's really a really good actor. The really
wow,
good
that
narrows
was
it
not
down.
helpful. Did not narrow it
the
down.
little boy from the movie with Brie Larson. Brie Larson. What's the movie the Disaster Artist is based off of?
Oh, the Room.
Room. Okay, so but the movie with Brie Larson is Room. Room, Brie Larson.
You mean
Hold on.
you mean The Room?
Jacob Tremblay.
Oh my god.
Jacob Tremblay, I think, would be a good child for them to play.
Gino, until you got
are
to
you
that,
sure you're not thinking of Devin?
No, not Devon.
Gino, the entire journey of you getting to that name, it sounded like you were speaking another language. You're like, oh my god, the movie with Brie Larson,
my
the young
mind
boy
was
actor.
connecting that in real time. You know that in real time it was. I did not get to the end point there in my mind. I got through
That
it
was-
out of my mouth.
That was the most messy thought process
Anyways.
until you said the name.
so cool.
Let's move on.
That's awesome though. Cool. It takes
Last
two shows.
but not least, Last but not least, pour a little liquor out for Google Stadia. It seems that Stadia is being put on the back burner. It looks like they're not going to be going after. I mean, it was already on the back burner, but now they turned the burner off.
It's on the really far back burner.
Damn, dude.
It seems like they're going to be focusing more on licensing out that technology to companies like Peloton or stuff like that, not really focusing on bringing new blockbuster games to the service.
That's tough.
Still gonna exist, still gonna be around for a little while.
I just got hired, man. I just got hired.
Pour one out.
Yeah, just got hired. And now this is happening again.
No wonder you're poor.
Oh man. But I was so excited to buy a Stadia because it was gonna be the hip new thing.
It's all about Amazon Luna now, my dudes.
Oh well.
All about Amazon.
No,
Luna.
just buy a Steam Deck. It's bigger than the Switch.
Oh yeah, I can't wait to. You guys seen how big that shit is, dude?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, huge, dude. I'm like this. I'm like holding it like this, dude. I cannot wait, dude. I don't know how I'm paying for that, by the way. It's coming out like in 2 weeks or something.
That's why you can't afford Gran Turismo 7.
That's crazy. All right. Okay. That is all
that's it
we got
for the lightning round, my friends. And that is all the news and stuff we got to talk to you about, everyone out there in the world. It's been a good one. It's been a good one, guys. Kyle, where can the people find you on the internet? Well, first of all, I'm super excited to play Sifu.
I thought we were doing that next.
No, remember you always ask them. You ask them together.
I flipped it. Oh, I did. I did ask them together. I asked them together last time. I asked them together last time. I asked them together.
You're off for 1 week. What did you forget in 1 week,
dude? When I forgot, I forgot.
To be honest, I know the feeling. Sometimes I screw things up, and I'm like, I've been doing this for like 3 years, 6 years.
Kyle,
I mess things up.
What are you excited for, and where can the people find you? Let's do it.
Yeah, I'm excited to start playing Sifu when that comes out. I'm also hoping to start Doom Patrol on HBO Max and watch that show next. So that's what I'm looking forward to in the coming weeks. But you guys can find me at Yo Kyle Springer on Twitter.
Cool. What about you, Alan? Give us all that. Give us all of that.
I'm excited for not JoJo Sundays, but I'm excited for tomorrow to watch the newest episode of the Demon Slayer anime.
Nice.
And I might buy Sifu launch day, so I'm excited to maybe play Sifu, even though I have so many other games to play. Nice. And I'm just excited to help Amy keep playing Pokemon Legends Arceus. But you can find me at Twitter, where I talk about how I love and hate Pokemon, at Twitter at Alan Busby.
Excellent. So I'm extremely excited for Sifu. I cannot wait. I bought it, pre-ordered it. I'm playing it early access because I am a gamer, unlike you guys. Okay.
Well, a poor gamer.
I am a full-on gamer. So I'm buying and playing Sifu. Well, bought it, and I am playing Sifu on Sunday, a day after the recording of this. I'm very excited to do that. Very excited to finish Pokemon Arceus Legends. Very close to finishing that. And I am also very excited for to continue watching All of Us Are Dead on Netflix. Very incredible show. And to continue playing Dying Light 2. A lot of games out, my friends.
Oh my God. Yeah. Gino, I just remembered a random thing. Amy told me it's not pronounced Arceus because you have the Arc phone. So Amy says it's Arceus.
Arceus.
Because the phone's called the Arc phone. But I've always been calling it Arceus, but you have, because she goes, it's the Arc phone, not the Ars phone.
Interesting.
They also didn't want to sound like Ars. They didn't.
Hey, get your Ars phone.
That's dumb. Anyway, so yeah, I'm very excited to continue playing everything that I've been playing. It's a good time for video games right now and a bad time for your wallet, my friends. Horizon Zero Dawn just 2 weeks from now, so not Zero Dawn. Forbidden West.
Well, you're forgetting. Well, the more important than Horizon, Elden Ring is also
as well. Oh, that's another one. My gosh! And then we got Ollie World in like 2 days. My gosh, guys! My God! Incredible! I cannot wait for all of this stuff. But you guys can find me over on Twitter at Gino_Viteri. and on Twitch at Gino VII. I actually just recently started doing dual streams with Bad Gallon 5 on stream as well.
Nice.
So we're gonna start doing that every once in a while now. Very exciting. And I might even change my name to just Gino Viteri on Twitch, just so you guys know. Just you heard it here first. I think that's a good, nice little sleek. What do you guys think? Let me hear it just real quick.
Someone else go get that name now.
What do you think? Should I just change it to Gino Viteri? You guys think that's a good idea?
Branding should match.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna do it.
Make it simple.
I think I should do it. But I'll do it. I'll plan it first. I'm gonna plan it. Okay. So anyway, that's all of us, guys. You can find all of us together at the Whatnauts on Twitch, Twitter, YouTube, TikTok now recently, YouTube Shorts, Mixer. We were on Mixer at one point. That didn't go well. There's another live streaming service. I forget what it's called. But we were on there as well, and that one didn't go as well.
We came to PlayStation Now this month. We're one of the exclusive additions to PlayStation.
We're also in talks with a bunch of different places.
Spartacus.
Yeah, Spartacus and stuff like that.
We might be purchased by the New York Times as well.
So exactly, that's another thing. So yeah, it's all depends on Ignacio whether he comes back or not. So anyway, you guys can find us there, and this has been Crossplay, and y'all have been played.